that begins small cannot remain small for a believer. A believer, whatever good thing that he has, he wants to share it with others. He doesn't want to just keep it for himself. So, we are not sitting here trying to change the world. But first, we are trying to change ourselves. That is possible. Trying to change the world, Allah is going to send someone who's going to change the world. But for a believer, we must at least make that intention that we want to change the world, to make it better. At least to have that intention. We are like that little ant that carries in its mouth a drop of water to put out the fires of Nemrut with one leg that is broken. Especially in these days, we are weak and we cannot do anything. But with the intention, we become very strong. And with the intention, Allah is going to bring someone who has the same intention. Then we see this group of people, these holy ones, these strong ones, they have the same intention. Now it's easy now that time. Because when they come, these holy ones, when they come, they know we cannot do anything. But they're looking at everyone's intention. Is it? Some people saying, you can never see someone's intention. Some, they're very stubborn and arrogant. They say, you can never know anyone's intention. You cannot know what is in their hearts. Yeah, don't you know? Even the magicians, they can say, I look into your heart and I know what you ate for breakfast today. I know what is the name of your mother. I know what is the name of your puppy, your dog. They can read things, and people who are easily impressed, they're going to think, oh, he has something. Shaitan can enter into your heart. The first level of your heart, Shaitan can enter. Beyond that, he cannot. If those magicians and Shaitan can enter, what about the believers? What about the awliya Allah? That Allah is saying, be careful from the vision of a believer because he sees with the nur of Allah. But these days, people are trying to scare people away from being with the Salihin, from being in Tariqat. Wahhabis, they're trying to scare by saying that this is bid'ah, kufur, haram and shirk. Now we have Ahli Tariqat, other kinds, saying, no, you cannot, because first you have to graduate from the Shariatic level before you go into the Tariqat. We say, what do you mean, Shariatic level? You mean like school? You have to go through grade school, high school, college, postgraduate, then after you graduate, then you're going to go into Tariqat? And that means that you don't have the secret of what it is also. Because people in these days, they are weak. They are all weak. And the awliya Allah, they don't make things difficult for you. They make things easy for you. Because they are representing the mercy and the rahmat of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, who is rahmatul alameen. So now, in the Akhir Zaman, they're trying to gather as many people as possible together under them. You believe you are under our protection. If you do more than that, it's good for you. But we are now trying to gather everyone under that shelter. First, it is important, as it was in the first Jahiliyyah. Prophet ﷺ did not teach the Sahabe Kiram Shariatic levels the first year, or the second year, or 10 years. It took him how long? 23 years to bring the Shariat. So it happens when people are out of touch, either with heavenly connection, or they're out of touch with the people that are around them, to know what they can carry and what they cannot carry. A wise man is not going to give something heavy to someone who cannot carry it. The father is not going to test the little kid according to the knowledge that he knows. He's going to let that little kid, maybe for the first few years, not even to carry any responsibility. Then later, when he proves himself a little bit more, he's more intelligent, then slowly he gives other kinds of responsibilities. So, in these holy days, that we are ending. We are entering, inshallah Rahman, tomorrow in the first Friday, the first day of Rabiul Akhir. We are not going to leave this month with leaving this month as if we left the love of the Prophet ﷺ, saying now we're not going to have Mawlid anymore. No. The next month and the month after and all the 11 months, the idea is to carry that love and to carry that celebration and to carry that blessings that falls in this month to the next and to the next. And like what we said before, earlier Allah is saying, even if every day you stand up and you give Mawlid to the Prophet ﷺ, it's still not enough. Some I'm seeing and I'm watching, they say, no, we cannot praise the Prophet, it is too much. You cannot go beyond that. You cannot praise him excessively. And we say, what is excessive? Some foolish ones, they say excessive, you know, like they are singing Tala'ul Badru Alayna, that is excessive. We say, what are you saying? They're saying, yeah. They say, Anta Shamsu, Anta Badru. Anta Nurun. What? Huh? Not Nurun. They say, you are the sun and you are the moon. You are the light. And they're quoting now ayats, saying that only Allah is the light. No one else is. So, given the intelligence, that time they're going to pronounce takfir on all the Sahabi Kiram too. Because all of them, they were singing when Prophet was entering into Medina al-Sharif. Men and women, young and old, they were celebrating and they were singing and they were welcoming him. They were so happy. Yes, they were playing drums. Yes, they were jumping up and down. Yes, they were singing, they were laughing because they were happy. Because they were in love with the Prophet ﷺ. And these days, they are trying to first cut that love of the Prophet ﷺ. Then they say easily, once you don't have the love of Muhammad Rasulullah, your faith is going to be in question. Although you can pray 5 times a day, you can do so many things, but you're not going to have the rahmat of Allah. May Allah forgive us, inshallah, and keep us in safety. Because although we're leaving this month, but we want to take the blessings of this month to continue us through all the 11 months. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with His mercy, He is also continuously giving holy nights and holy days into the rest of the year for us to always take stock, to pull ourselves out from this dunya and to think, where are we? Where are we going to? What is happening? What is the most important thing that is happening? Inshallah, may Allah forgive me and bless you. For the sake of the Prophet ﷺ, inshallah, may we finish this month clean and enter into the next month clean. May we live our lives clean and finish this life clean into the next life, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless the Holy Prophet ﷺ, his family, his companions, all the Anbiya and the awliya, especially to our Shaykh, Sahibul Saif, Shaykh Kibrisi Rabbani, and also to our Grand Shaykh, Shaykh Muhammad Nazim al-Haqqani. May Allah increase his life and his station, inshallah. May they send their support to us. Al-Fatiha. Amin. Assalamu alaikum.